Alright, so I pressed the button and stopped the video, and I was going to show you the paper that I use. So I thought, let's go ahead and get the other units in one place so we could show you how we are going to drive the project home. And so you've got these wonderful new things, maybe not so new for you, but I love these types of things. They're like holding on to nothing, and it allows you to sand for a long time without getting cramps in your hands and unneeded calluses. So there's this shape here, and this is one of my all-time favorites, the block sander. I love this one. At the moment there's some pretty rough, there's 220 ready to go on there, and there's 80, so 80 grit. Very nice. This is one of my go-tos. I also use these guys here. I have 3 different grits for these guys, and then one day I figured out that I needed to cut one of them in half because I was doing some really intricate sanding, and so that's what I did. I just do what I have to do. So and then we have here, this is the paper. This is my go-to, let me tell you. So I said it was Canadian in the video, but this is 3M. 400 grit, and let me tell you, it says lasts 10 times longer, no slip grip backing, so they actually mean that. This lasts and lasts and lasts. I have a piece over here I've been using for quite some time, and it's still going and still going. Now traditionally I use sandpaper for a session, and then I'm tossing it because it's just not lasting. This stuff lasts. Not a salesman for this company, 3M. You're probably very familiar with 3M, so I highly recommend getting that paper. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of my mess up by stopping the video, and we're going to so we can move you a little bit closer. So you guys watching on big TVs, I'm going to try to just scooch in here. This here is a pretty bit of an extreme. Some dovetail that I have to clean up. Look at that, man. That's some serious business. And what I wanted to say about using this machine, when I first started using this machine, I'd put this is just pine. Pine is very soft. So I'd set it down, and next thing you know, I don't have any material left, because you really have to be very careful depending upon what your grit is, of course. So you're going to remove a lot of material pretty quick. This is not that thick, so wide, so I can pretty much set her down and come back and forth like this. But the other piece was more challenging that you saw me sand before this. I had to move it like this, and you just have to be very careful. But I tell you what, you watch how fast I get rid of these knots. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Remember, please, dust collection. You don't want this stuff in your lungs. Also a good idea to have, sorry about that, ear protection. Alright folks, that was amazingly fast, wasn't it? Let's see, let's take you off the mount. I have to do a little bit more here, but really my job is done here. I bet you're going to run out and get one of these if you don't have one. Again, when I first starting out, I didn't have the luxury of having this guy, and I basically did a lot of sanding by hand, let me tell you that. So it just cleaned it up really lickety split, so I'm very, very happy about that. So hey, thanks for coming into my shop. This is just a quick episode. Believe it or not, it actually, sorry about that, watching on big TVs. We're at the end of our vacation. I got one more day. My sweetheart is coming home from Tennessee. She went down to Tennessee to be with Trim Healthy Mama, 2 New Zealand girls that are helping the whole world eat healthier. And no gimmicks, these types of things. I'm not advertising for them. They're just awesome ladies. My wife is one of the administrators, unofficial administrator, and she's a coach now. And so at any rate, the ladies are wonderful, and they just help each other out, and they're here to help you out too. So didn't know I was going to say all that, but my baby's on her way home, and to give you an idea what time it is here, Eastern Standard Time, about 20 at 10. Unfortunately, she won't be coming into about 1:10 because there's a lot of storms. Basically, this summer the forecast is rain. So when I was in Israel, the forecast was no rain the whole summer. So there you go. Thanks for coming to my shop. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that. We're creeping up there. We're at 254, I think, subscribers, and we just love your comments. We receive mostly positive comments. We receive some negative. Just ask you to be nice about it and be constructive, and let us know what it is you think and what you're doing. I reached out to my new subscriber in Mozambique, and I really want him to just really consider doing videos on his new bandsaw. I would love to just see the bandsaw and just have him talk about his experience with the bandsaw. I've only had my bandsaw for a couple of years, and this is where I'll go ahead and end my series. This is a bandsaw box on the bandsaw. I had to make one more for my lovely one for her sewing table, and so this unit is entirely made here right on the bandsaw. Really, it only needs to be pretty here in the front, so that's where I spent all my effort. Okay, and she's going to put her bits and bobs in there, and this will get glued up. This will be the last one right up under the sewing table, and if she'll let me, I'll go ahead and do a video of the finished product. At least we'll go real close like this. So she tends to be very, very private, and I respect that with her. At any rate, yeah, I mean, my jet, really, I mean, can I do without it? Yes, you can do without a lot of tools. You really can use just a few hand tools to get jobs done. But man, oh man, oh man, when you get one, you're just thinking to yourself, what I do with it, without it. Same with this guy. I mean, this is a humble sander. This is a Porter K. You can pick it up at Lowe's, Home Depot. I'm going to try to swing around here so you can see the front of it. I tend to use the unit in this configuration. This sander will go ahead and lift up this way. You can't see that. Lift up this way, and then you could take your wood and put it against it. I find that I get the maximum sanding length. I must be tired. I'm not focusing. Sorry. By having it lying down like this. Then you have your round disc. Would I like a bigger one? Yes. Would I like a stronger one? Yes. But I just have to start out somewhere. I have actually another Porter cable unit, which is down here. It's the joiner, which is a 6-inch joiner, and so these things just really do their jobs. And just really help out in the shop. And then I got my planer. I got that in 2018. So, all right. So thanks for coming in. It's hard for me to do a quick video because I just get like excited. I love woodworking. This is what we do on the side. QA guy, software guy in the daytime. So, all right. Pretty messy in here, and I take that as a good sign. Here's another bandsaw box. Let's bring it over there. Steve, you said you're going to let us go. And set you beside this other bandsaw box. Now, you may ask yourself, how in the world how did you do that? You know, just look up my videos, please. I tell my subscribers that you need to lift the tension off the blade. I'm glad I came over. And that's going to save your blade, and it's going to save your tires, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get grooves and that sort of thing in there. So be sure to do that. And also unplug the unit. I think I'm unplugged. So let's see if we are. We are not. And just notice that we have a Carter stabilizer unit in there. That's one ball bearing doing the whole job, the stabilizer there. Isn't that cool? Look up that video where we talk about, actually I had to fix that guy with some Loctite. So I'm coming over here. There, that's how I shut that off. I use this guy a lot. Anytime you can cut something off quick. I also have this guy over here I want to show you, which is really, really cool. My foot switch. That way your hands are free, so on and so forth. So this is one of the tools that I got in the 90s. I didn't have many tools, but I had a radial arm saw, and I had this Delta, and a good friend in Joe Murley Enterprises, rest in peace, he's now passed away. He put a long tube on here for me, so that allowed me to get more height out of my unit. So at any rate, you can see that I'm busy. These clamps are going to go right back into use again because I have to glue all these guys up. These are your 10-degree dovetails. Isn't that just awesome? I'm pretty proud of that. First time I ever achieved doing 10-degree dovetails on both sides, right? Actually, yes. So you can see this side, not 10, straight through 90, right? And then these are at an angle, but both of these are 10 degrees. So that's pretty cool. That's made possible. Look up that video, please, using the D4, Lee D4R Pro dovetail jig, the best in the world, hands down. I have a little token piece up there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it down because I want to sand it, and then I'll probably stain it. And just to give you an idea, this actually is the 10-degree tails. I believe these are the tails as opposed to the pins. So at any rate, lots of fun in the wood shop. Please let me know about your adventures, what you're doing. So I'm pretty sad face, that this is my second to last day of the vacation, but I'll look forward to the next one. So thanks again, take care, and thanks for coming into my wood shop. Let's try to end where we started. Let's see here. How smooth that is. Isn't that nice? Very nice.